Hey guys, it's Dave coming to you from the dog yard, the backyard, here in Southern Maryland. It is 7 p.m. on Friday evening. It is 73 degrees out, crystal clear blue skies, 73 degrees, no humidity, perfect, absolutely perfect weather. Um, I believe the back of summer has been broken. Fall is now in charge here. It looks like this is about the weather we're going to get for the next few weeks. So I'll be here. I intend to leave 2 weeks from today. So, we should have 14 good days here and then a couple travel days. And then we'll be back in Wyoming probably for 6 or 8 weeks. Pretty cool. I'm smoking my Partagas Black today. Did the flat cut. It just works so much better with this giant 60 ring. This is a 6x60. And it likes to peel a little bit. I'm not going to, I'm making enough so you can see it. It's starting to peel just a bit. We'll light her up. Come back and talk to you in a minute. Give you guys a quick dog roundup. There's Finn kind of chilling. There's Sasha looking for some target to attack. Chance peeing. Echo just wandering around. Hello, Chance. Chance. He likes to act that he can't hear us. Finn? Hey, Finn. Finn. Finn's busy. He doesn't want to react. Sasha's still out there. Uh-oh, she found her target. Those two play like big dogs, that's for sure. And it just pisses this guy off. He wants to play with the big dogs. He wants to play in the reindeer games. But they aren't too interested, and when he does try, he gets hurt. There go the littles having fun with each other now. Oh, here comes Finn. Here's the Chance being guard dog. Protecting us from the UPS truck. All right, she's lit good. It should be an enjoyable stick tonight. It's wrapped appropriately. It's not too tight. The draw is good. Got you set up so you can see the dogs as they wander around. That's 4-year-old Echo standing, sitting there. She's had her playtime and all that, so she's kind of done for the day. So she's just probably going to enjoy sitting there now. I'm all alone. Potter Piper has gone home. In fact, seeing it's about 7 p.m., he's been home about 3 hours. He left about 9 o'clock this morning. It's about a 6-hour drive to get from our house to his. He got down here around 4 o'clock Tuesday afternoon, so I had him Tuesday afternoon and evening, all day Wednesday, all day Thursday, and a couple hours this morning. So it was an honor to have him, for him to take that much time and, drive 6 hours to spend it with me. That was fantastic. Hey, he stayed in our basement apartment that we kind of built for Sean. He brought Jilly. Jilly was here the whole time. You got to meet Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie cooked dinner for us each night. It was just a really great 3 days. It was fun having him to the paddock. He got to experience kind of what is the paddock really like, not just on video, but to sit there and kind of spend the day or spend 4, 5, 6 hours there for a couple days, watch the videos, shop in the cellar, enjoy a bunch of bowls of tobacco together. Um, it was really a great time. Then in the evening, we'd sit down. We had 2 nights, Tuesday night and Thursday night. We had a cigar out. We had a fireside cigar. It was cool enough that we actually lit a fire in the fire pit, and did it again last night too. So that's just such a nice, quiet, social thing to do. Sit around a campfire and smoke a cigar together. Anyway, it was an honor for him to come down and spend time here, and I couldn't have enjoyed those days more. So, Potter Piper, if you're watching, thank you for making that effort, man. It was truly a great 3 days, and I was thrilled that you came down. So, thank you for that. It was fun. You guys responded well to the conversation about reviews and scores and criteria. It was really fun to watch how many people wrote back. That was totally an impromptu. We were just doing a quick video, and then we had the video shut off, and we were talking about top 10 lists and scores and all that. We just tossed the camera on at the very end, and it was a really fun discussion to get captured and put out on a video. So I want to reiterate that in no way, you know, was I, or I'm not going to speak for Powder Piper, but I'm sure he wasn't either, but I'll just speak for myself. At no point was I judging or evaluating or belittling anybody else's reviews or review systems. That's not the point at all. If you smoke a cigar and go, I give it a 7, so be it. That's fine. If you smoke a new tobacco and say, wow, I really like this, and I give it an 8.5 or a 5, I don't care. It's totally fine. It was just as I try to mature. You guys have seen me do I think three tobacco reviews, one each week the last few weeks. And just as I tried to think about why would I say this is 1 thumbs up or 2 thumbs up, or how would I give it a number score or a letter grade, just what would I do? How would I get to that number? How would I get to that grade? What's important to me? And then it was really like, hey, what is important to me? When I sit down and smoke a bowl of tobacco, what's important to me? And I should write that down as 3 or 4 or 5 criteria, not 20, maybe 3, 4, 5. And how would I rate those? And then how does that turn into a tobacco score? So I haven't done any of this yet, by the way. This is all still theory, but I will be writing it down, and the next time I do a tobacco review, I'll try it out on you. And the conversation's in no way meant you guys should all do that too. You all need objective criteria for what score you come up with. And Justin came out and said, hey, maybe you're trying to objectify a subjective process, and there's probably some truth in that. Not totally, but there's some truth I have to be aware of, that taste is just subjective. I like it. I don't have to tell you why I like it. I get that. So like Blue Ridge, I really like it, but I won't buy it again, and I won't cellar it. So what it is about me liking it but not wanting to cellar it, that what is that? That's a weird combination of sentences. Yeah, versus my Old Dark Fired, where I bought 5 pounds, and put it in them. So I'm cellared deep in that one. So what is it about that one that made me want to do it, other than my mouth likes it, which is my classic review? So the whole conversation really stemmed from a desire to step up to a higher level of review. So anyway, that's how that conversation came about, because I think Potter Piper's trying to do the same thing, and I think what spurred it all was trying to create like a top 10 list. How do things get on your top 10 tobacco list? How do things get on your top 10 cigar list? And having assembled both lists, it just creates, how do I do that? And as I sit here tonight, the answer is still, I don't have a clue. I really haven't even begun the process yet. But the process will start over the next few days, and by the next time I do a review, I'll try it out on you. The littles decided to play again. It's kind of fun to show you how much they love each other and play with each other. Kind of how gentle Sasha is with him. I guess Echo is jealous for camera time. So Wednesday morning, I went to the dentist. I go twice a year. It's 2 hours a year out of my life that I figure is pretty valuable, given that I enjoy pipes and cigars. So clean bill of health. Um, it's really just the cleaning. I really don't have dental issues, but it's nice to have the professional look in your mouth and say, I see no tongue issues, throat issues, gum issues, no burn marks, nothing, no ill effects of smoking. So I'm good for 6 months. So I'm already scheduled for the next one. It's like March. Hope you guys are doing the same. Hope you guys aren't skipping things like annual checkups with your doctors and every 6 month checkups on your mouth. Make sure you're not creating a problem. Not worried about lung cancer, to be honest, unless if you're inhaling, that's your issue. That's gonna probably create some lung issues. But if you're not inhaling, it's really more mouth issues, and it's really heat generated mouth issues. We create mouth cancers, tongue cancers, throat cancers, really through continual burning of the mouth. If you chew your pipe or you chew your cigars and burn your mouth, that's the issue. So anyway, hope you're getting checked out. It's a total thing I hate, but let's be honest, it's 2 hours a year. So but when it's the morning of, I do hate it, I have to admit. Hey, before I forget about the dogs and get away from them, I want to talk about Jilly for a minute. Team Jilly. That is one amazing animal. He's beautiful, he's majestic, he's huge. He's got a long white fur coat. Boy, does he look good. And he couldn't be sweeter, kinder, gentler, or more playful. I know Potter Piper talks about he can be intimidating, he barks too much, but he and Sasha play unbelievably well together. He didn't like all four dogs jumping on him. He thought that was crap. But when it was just him and Sasha, he had a lot of fun. Then we took him to the paddock, as you saw. The two of them spent, several hours in the paddock together, and they would rest together. They would bark together. They would play together. Anyway, I just think, you know, I just think Jilly's a wonderful animal. I love being around him. It's fun to see how devoted Potter Piper is to his care and making him part of his life. So I know I talk about these Partagas Blacks all the time, and I tell you they're great cigars. And every then I find one that's wrapped wrong or wrapped too tight. This one you can see is wrapped by a retard. You can see like three at least, maybe four different wrap binders in there, fillers, and it's splitting up. Still tastes good. It's still smoking fine, and it's actually holding the ash. I haven't knocked any ash off yet. It's still holding the ash, but you can see it was made kind of weird. but I still enjoy it, and I still recommend them, by the way. So if you watch my top 10 cigar video, you notice 3 of them weren't there. What a moron. 3 of them I'd run out of, so I've ordered them all. And when I said they weren't budget friendly, I was talking about prices from a year and a half ago. They are really not budget friendly today. Those Cohiba Blacks, box of 20 is like $540. That just blows my mind. I mean, that's serious money for a box of cigars. Yeah, I bought them anyway. And yeah, they'll get here probably tomorrow. And I bought the Perdomos and the Liga Privada number 9. So everything should be here tomorrow. So I'll show you I'll probably roll the top 10 back out on my desk with all of them actually there. But I just wanted to come clean and say, wow, once again, I want to reiterate they're not budget friendly. So no backyard video would be complete without a Wyoming fire update. It's not great, by the way. It's turned into it doubled again. It's gone from 10,000 to 20,000 acres in the last 2 days. The weather has warmed up and dried up a little bit out there, so it's giving some the low humidity, lack of snow, no rain has really let it fire up. A lot of road closures, some evacuations, trying to save a couple of the old historic lodges up there. And it's kind of slowly moving a little bit our way. So we've got a preliminary evacuation notice. They're saying, look, we have no evac orders for your area yet, but we're just putting you on notice that your name is on a list. And we would like you to do your preliminary work now. And the fire department said it might be getting close to getting time to cut your trees down. So right now my plan is to leave 2 weeks from today, but if the fire keeps moving the wrong way, I'll be heading out early. So it's a cat and mouse game right now. I'll give you a little paddock update. We got everything in that we need. Everything that I believe I need to finish the paddock project is in the door, like literally in the paddock. I've got literally everything I think I need is in. So I got to build 2 sets of shelves and then move all my extra smoker junk pile, extra stuff onto those shelves and fold those tables up. And then that's the biggest part. And then I've got a couple things I'm going to show you that I'm going to build inside the paddock. And it's really just straightening up the shelves, and then the paddock is done. So hopefully, maybe even Sunday night or the latest Monday night, the paddock project can be done, which would be really nice. It'd be really cool to drive away to the Wyoming house with the paddock project 100% done and behind me. That was basically a 10-month project. It's nice for it to be slowly coming to an end, but my gosh, is it a great place to spend time. Even Potter Piper, when we were there, it was surprising. 4 or 5 hours go by like nothing. Once you go through all the tobaccos and watch some videos and smoke some bowls and just have some social time, it's crazy how fast the hours go. And it's just become a really nice place to be. I'd have a fully functional office there so I can do all my paperwork, manage all my accounts, do my day trading, scan all my paperwork, do everything there. It really is. It's just so nice. So anyway, I'll give you an update from the paddock tomorrow, because I think I'll get the shelves built tomorrow. You can tell the smoke from this is really nice. And the red tail can be rough or it can be gentle. It depends on how you do it. I imagine that's most bold cigars that way. You could really burn yourself or sting yourself. But if you go slow and gentle, it's really nice. because a lot of the flavors and the boldness come through on the retrohale rather than just the regular smoke. So I'm not going to do separate VR to Scott, but I'll just say for tattoos, I have none. What was really interesting being an old guy, I came out into the work world in 1986, and tattoos were something that represented something you didn't want to hire, to be honest with you, especially in the white collar world. I know that's weird to say, turned out to use 2024 judgment on a 1986 statement. But yeah, tattoos are something to be hidden. See, if you had anything on your arm, it couldn't go further than if you were white collar, we wore long sleeve white shirts, button down shirts, and the tattoos couldn't run out onto your hands. They couldn't run up onto your neck. And if they did, that was pretty much a death sentence to your career. And by the time they got super popular, the last 10 years, I was 50 years old, and it just didn't appeal to me. And today at 60, I'm a pureblood. I have no vaccines, and I'm a pure skin. I have no tattoos, and I imagine it's going to stay that way. Again, no judgments. If you're a tattoo person, God bless you. If you love them, God bless you. If they're your way of marking big moments in your life, milestones in your life, or make statements about you or what your beliefs are, God bless you. I couldn't care less. Just not for me. Sometimes when people say it's not for me, it can be seen as judgment, or sometimes we take it as judgment. And I think most of the time it's not meant as judgment. And in my statement, it is certainly not judgment. If you like it, so good. My daughter's got one right here. She didn't tell us about it, so one day she wore a short sleeve shirt just to see if I'd notice. It was pretty funny. So it's been really fun to watch Corvette Jim change his life. He said he's walking more, but mainly he's changed what he puts in his mouth. And I so respect that, because I'm a huge believer in food as medicine. I truly believe we give ourselves 99% of our diseases by what we choose to eat. We either eat the absolute wrong things, or we eat way too much of what we eat. We've been so misled for 40, 50 years now on what's healthy and what's not. It's completely opposite of what we've been taught. And Corvette Jim, man, I'm really proud to watch you change your life. So I'm glad you didn't know it was white blood cell count, because you probably wouldn't have made the life changes you've made if you didn't think it was diabetes. So nice job, buddy. It's so interesting to see your blood sugar measurement after your Tuesday breakfast this week. It just proves that we've been taught to eat the wrong things, because when you eat the right things for your body, you get 108 blood sugar. That's kind of amazing. And I'm making changes as well. I'm actually just trying to improve everything I eat. Even I put food in the paddock because I like to eat lunch in the paddock, and then everything I put in there, I try to make it a good decision now. So the next thing I do is improve what I drink, because I still have like sugar-free Gatorade in the paddock and some peach iced tea. So I'll drink those, but after that, I'll be done with those. I mean, Gatorade's one of the worst things you can drink. And diet sodas are too, by the way. But it's been fun to watch, Jim, and I consider what you're doing a bit inspiring. Oh, look at this. I was making fun of my cigar, but look at that ash. I mean, I have not knocked any ash off yet. I mean, that's the original foot still on. Pretty amazing. So I joke about the construction, but then look at, I mean, it burns white, holds on, well structured, just looks retarded. And here's a perfect example tonight is just pure ice water. No Tito's, no juice, just ice water. That's what I mean about I'm trying to prove what I drink. It doesn't matter. I'm not quitting drinking. I'm not going down that road, but I am changing what I drink. I don't need to bring alcohol out here every time. All right, guys, you can see it's time for me to peel the label. So just like last time I showed you, I got to find the seam. There it is. And look how easy that peels. No tearing. Just comes off nice and the label's actually pretty warm. So that's when I make my guys at the Cigar Lounge crazy when I let it get that close to the label. That's a great tasting smoke. So I'm a bachelor the next 2 nights. Amory leaves early tomorrow morning till Sunday night. She's gonna go stay with a couple of girlfriends and help them get ready. One of them's daughter is getting married in 2 weeks, so she's gonna start helping the three ladies are all about the same age. They've been friends for 25 or 30 years, and they can help each other get their daughters ready for the wedding. So that's kind of fun. Doubt it'll change my life much. Same morning routine tomorrow and Sunday. Both days will be in the paddock getting work done. Probably do a cigar with you in the dog yard both nights. Not much changing. In fact, one of my guys, one of my best friends from Wyoming, called me a married bachelor. I thought that was it's a really good description actually, because of the time I spend alone in Wyoming and the time I spend building the paddock and working in the paddock and doing the race cars and just doing the stuff that really is more not maybe not a single guy, but doing it as a single guy has made him call me that. And I thought it was pretty damn accurate, to be honest. Anyway, I like that term, married bachelor. Part of the reason I like my lifestyle is I'm fairly convinced that married married couples aren't meant to be in the same house all day every day. That's why I think it works so well when one or both of us work. But then when you're both retired, it can really cause issues. You can see Corvette Jim and Mom squabble a lot, and I think it's because they're together too much. Even though he's in the garage, he's only 20 feet from his mom, and to be in the house together all day long, every single day, just creates strife. I watched Pat in Belgium has just crossed over into the retired world, and hopefully his metal detecting and photography and drone flying gets him out of the house enough to not have a problem. Dave over at Central Cal Piper has got his retirement date chosen. It's next spring. And Dave, you got to come up with something, man. You cannot sit in that house all day long with your wife. Yeah, it'll cause real issues. Same with Scott. Scott, I don't know if you got a retirement date yet, but can't be too far away. What are you gonna do? Maybe you guys have that one in a million marriage where you can spend all day together every day and it won't cause a problem. But the odds are against it. So just make sure. That's one of the things that a lot of marriages and relationships and people fail after retirement. A lot of guys die fairly quickly after retirement. And I think it's partially because you have no purpose. You have nothing to do. So you really have to think through, what are you going to do? So for me, it was cars and the paddock and racing. And now this year I've really turned day trading, not day trading, but trading futures and trading options into a 3-4 hour a day job. I love it. I absolutely love it. Pretty good at it. Can fund my life with it, and it keeps me out of the house. So just be thinking about what are you going to do when you get to retirement? Or if you're in it, how are you going to prevent being together too much? All right, guys, I'm got about half the cigar done. It means I've probably talked enough on this video. I'm going to wrap it up, shut up, and get this thing together and uploaded. So, guys, I hope you're having a great Friday. I hope you had a good week. For those of us in the U.S., I think for most of us it was a 4-day week. So hope you had a good 4-day week. I hope you got a good weekend ahead of you. Hope you got a good week planned for next week. Mark, you seem to have solved your work issue, your job issue. You seem to be going to work every day, so that's great. Hopefully you can take as many shifts as possible and get some real money rolling in on a consistent basis. All right, guys. May God bless you. May God turn his ear to your prayer. May God make his face shine upon you and to all those that are important to you in your life. And may God bless your life as well as been blessing mine and continues to do so. You guys have a great Friday night, and we will talk again tomorrow. Bye, everybody. And there was a flight to Baltimore, Washington, or BWI. You saw a bat fly across. This time of night, I get bats out here all the time.